Hey guys, welcome back. It is Charizard underscore King 24 time. Yes, the information is flowing. The evidence is flowing. And this little weasel, he decided it was a good idea to retaliate. He's going to play the victim. He definitely did not scam his client, even though we have every single receipt that you could probably ever ask for, other than the fact that he just straight up doesn't want to say it himself. Although his conflicting stories, those are a thing. Those are definitely a thing that lead me to believe. Again, these are my opinion. This is the disclaimer for anyone that is wondering. These videos are all my opinion. But what are we going to do here? What are we going to do when our boy Charizard underscore King 24 starts deleting stuff off his Instagram? Is he trying to hide his face? Is this his face? Who knows? Is he 5'4"? How will I ever confirm if he's 5'4"? How will I ever confirm that he's a spoiled brat that has Pokemon money because his parents own restaurants? We have a lot of new information to get into, but before we do, we're going to do a recap. Yes, we're going to talk about the Charizard underscore King 24 responses to my video. We're going to go into the complete info, DMs, and a quick interview with the buyer. That's something that Charizard underscore King 24 is definitely not going to want to hear about. Definitely doesn't want to happen, because that puts so many holes in his story. Who would have thought? He gets caught. So what happened here? What was in the last video? If you didn't watch the last video, I suggest doing so beforehand. But if you didn't, or if you need a refresher, here it is. We have Charizard underscore King 24, who offers consignment services. He hooks up with Pokex Baller, who has him sell a Lugia for him. Very classic. You would think that this person is trustworthy. They built a reputation, right? They are the Charizard underscore King 24 of the hobby. They are so beneficial. No, ignore people that have your best interest at heart. Go with Charizard underscore King 24 instead. So this bad boy, he decides he's going to consign items for 5%. What a generous dude. There's no way he's pocketing money on top of whatever your minimum is. There's just no way. Why would he ever do that? Why would he ruin his reputation? Surely he hasn't done this many times before getting caught finally. But here's what we have. We have Charizard King here who claims that he sold the card for $5,000. Very cool. He's just going to take his cut, his measly 5%, plus he's paying $75. My God, what a generous mother flipper. He is just the best. My God, I love Charizard underscore King 24. Please, guys, do not take that out of context. Well, this cocky little bitch bastard, he decides he's going to tell people that he told at least one person, the godly shad, that he sold the card for way more than 5K, that's an oopsie doopsie. You probably don't want to do that. That's pretty cocky of you to be telling people that you sold it for more than what you paid out on. That is an oopsie and a doopsie. Well, it turns out it was actually way more than that. We have confirmation. Again, we talked to the buyer. We've seen some posts here recently. We're going to get into those posts. But this bad boy sold for $6,500. So our boy, Charizard underscore King 24, should have been paying out $6,175 on that to our boy instead of $4,750. So essentially we have $1,425 in stolen money. Hoopsie doopsie. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what the seller is gonna do, what Pokex Baller is gonna do, but maybe it's not worth taking legal action over. But I would say that it's definitely worth filing a police report. That's just me, though. That's up to him. That's his report to file if he chooses to do so. If you are Charizard underscore King 24, you should be a little bit concerned about that. Can you imagine? Criminal record for being a G-baller shithead of a Pokemon consignment service. My God. How many people has this happened to before this? You think this is the first time that he fucked someone? And he just happened to get caught on the first time? I really doubt it. We don't have confirmation yet, but I really doubt it. And it looks even worse when we get into the details on the side of the buyer, which we're going to go in great detail. It is screenshot time. Instagram story time. It's Instagram story time. We have Liam Yates here, who was the buyer of the Lugia, who makes a nice little post here and says, so I recently purchased this card from a well-known middleman in Florida. We negotiated a deal of $6,500 USD, and he sent the card to a friend of mine in the US. What in the world? That doesn't line up with the $5,000 that he was talking about, that he had mentioned, that he told the seller of the card. What a sketch baggy supreme. So not even just a little, not even pocketing a little bit. Pocketing $1,425 after the supposed 5%. For his services and audience, etc., he advertises he will take a 5% fee. He claimed that he sold this card for $5,000 USD. And as a result, once the money was in his account and he paid his client and owner of the card at PokeX Baller $47.50 USD. The Grail of DP era. Beautiful copy. Off to a new home. Always your number one place for high-end consignments of low pop cards. Well, I don't know if that's the number one place anymore, Charizard_King24. When you crook people, they're probably not going to want to consign with you. Next up. Today, I was sent multiple YouTube videos and Instagram stories with the news that the middleman let slip that the card went for more than $5,000 USD and exposed himself as a scammer. He pocketed $1,750. So the $1,750, it's $1,425 if he's taking the 5% off of it, and assuming that he was paying the shipping, since the seller probably paid the shipping to ship to the middleman to the consignment service, and then he pays the shipping on the other end of it. There's not really details on that. You would think there'd be a contract, but if there was a contract or anything in place, it might make it a little bit harder to fuck people over. Avoid Charizard_King24. Hard agree with that one. I mean, people can form their own opinions. Sometimes maybe people have a fetish for getting fucked over. Maybe they want to get ripped off. Maybe they want some of their money stolen. Maybe they don't want to make as much as if they just sold it themselves. Remember, guys, these people are doing some shady shit. There's a lot of people doing shady shit. It doesn't matter if they have a billion followers. Be careful out there. If people can rip you off, regardless of how big of a name they have, regardless of how many conventions they've sucked each other's dicks at, they can fuck you. They can absolutely screw you over. Be careful. And this is like noob preying on people that are new, that don't have connections, that want to consign something, or that see it on an account of somebody that's selling and they don't understand, hey, maybe Charizard_King24 doesn't have my best interest at heart. Maybe he's just trying to make a quick buck. He's trying to get all of the business, claiming that he's taking 5% when he's not. He's gonna pocket as much as humanly possible. So we got some thank yous for telling the truth. Thank you for coming out. I will say thank you very much, Liam, for bringing the information forward. It does help greatly. I mean, he already kind of confirmed himself when telling other people that it sold for far more than 5K. He kind of exposed himself there, but at least now we know that he was telling the truth on that way more than 5K statement, which is unfortunate for him because it reveals that he's a dirty fucking scammer. It's trash talk time. We have a couple posts here. Thank you very much, Charizard_King24, for giving this even more attention than it otherwise would get. I'm sure most people will see if they deal with you, if they have to deal with you, if they see other people dealing with you, they'll know. They'll know to refer back to this. I hope that if you screwed anyone else over the way you did here, I hope that you... I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Charizard_King24. If you could please transfer another $1,425 to PokeX Baller, that would be a good start. But then also, if you've done this to anyone else, you might want to dig into that restaurant money a little bit. Ask mommy and daddy. Say, mommy, daddy, please, I need to pay people back. I ripped them off. Do that for me real quick. And then maybe, we'll discuss whether or not people want to forgive you for this shit. Fucking disgusting human being taking advantage of people in Pokemon cards. Cocky little bitch. All right, so he nice of him to advertise. He put a clown emoji on me. Very classic. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do when you get called out by Rattle. He says, appreciate people bring this to my attention. I won't be entertaining him, and we'll just have to get my lawyer involved. Dude, I don't know, but when you commit crimes, when you rip people off, you probably don't want to get lawyers involved. You probably don't want to get law enforcement involved either. I will. Would you like to? I really hope. Really hope. Not advice to him or anyone else, but I really hope that he files a police report. This guy will do anything for content. We'll probably even use this story for 10 more episodes on his page too. Crying, laughing emoji. No, I'll use it for at least one more. It's just funny that that's where you're going with this. Yes, if you fuck people, I will make videos about you. End of story. But man, the internet has made people like this think they can just slander anyone. I spoke my man 2 years ago on the Logan situation, and in a recent video he said I'm a scammer for knowing the parties involved in that fake first aid case. What a clown show. So, I don't know if you're fucking dumb, but that's not what I said. I said that it wouldn't surprise me if you were involved. For someone to come out with a take as absolutely stupid as the one that you did. I'm trying to watch my language here. I'm trying to watch my language. For someone to come out with something as stupid as saying that I should have, instead of making videos and telling everyone what was going on, that the case was fake, you said I should handle it behind closed doors. Why would someone want it behind closed doors if they weren't involved with Liquid Marketplace and or the case, fabrication of the case? You seem to be a little bit close with PokeJew. It just makes me suspicious. I'm not saying you did. I'm not saying I'm saying that you're involved. You know the parties. You're friendly with the parties. And that take was either the fucking dumbest shit I've ever heard, or it sounds like somebody that was involved. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you were. I'm saying it sure seems like you might be. We don't talk in absolutes unless we're absolutely certain. I am absolutely certain that you got $6,500 for something that you then fucked your client over with, telling him you got $5,000. We have all the receipts we need. I have the DMs on both ends. I've talked to both of them. That's what it is. I'll talk in absolutes about that all day. You scammed PokeX Baller. Next. Guy has gone after so many people in the community, from PokeJew to Don Diego and others, trying to crucify anyone for his continent. So I don't know if you want to lump yourself in with PokeJew. You know, the same PokeJew that was part of Liquid Marketplace, that got removed from Liquid Marketplace because it was not a good look for Liquid Marketplace after the fake case that was supposed to go on Liquid Marketplace was kind of all developed around him and the others. So yeah, you know what? Lump yourself in with that PokeJew. Lump yourself in with the same PokeJew that we've heard numerous times. Cool Trainer Ryan say that he sold PokeJew light packs, and then the PokeJew, the Waffle Master 69, yes, raffles, the raffles that you can't call raffles on Facebook and all those other platforms that don't allow it because it will flag it. He was selling them as unweighed. So this is the same dirty fucker that's going to rip people off, that was part of a big ass scam. And I mean, sure, we can listen to PokeJew. PokeJew doesn't want to, you know why PokeJew doesn't want to talk? Because he probably has something to hide. With the whole fake case stuff, with the whole Liquid Marketplace stuff. You think he's not hiding something there that he can't talk to me and like clear his name? Because it's one of two things. Either the dude is so fucking stupid that he can't tell what a fake box looks like because he saw all the pictures of the boxes on the table. He apparently was able to see everything. He saw way more than I did. And this dude opens vintage all the time. So he's either fucking stupid and letting on that he's an expert and he's not, or he was in on the whole thing. I'm going to say that it was probably the second. I mean, he is stupid, and he does like to play victim, so maybe that's why him and Charizard_King24 get along. Fucking victim pussy wussies. Don Diego. My God. I didn't even make a video on Don Diego because I had nothing to add. Opossum Bud made a video on Don Diego with her shill-bidding her boyfriend's card and accidentally mentioning it on the live stream, where she said something along the lines of, I accidentally won your item. And then they looked at each other like, oh, fuck, what the fuck did we just do? So that's that. I did contact Don Diego and ask her, like, hey, was it a misunderstanding? Was it supposed to be separate? What was going on? She lost her fucking shit. She was like, what the fuck? She started DMing people. She was telling people I was a misogynist or some other dumb shit. It had nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman. I know again, this is like the victim club. This is victim club here. Do I think she was shill bidding? Absolutely. Based on not only the video evidence, where she kind of accidentally oopsie doopsied, Because you didn't accidentally bid on it, you accidentally won it. And that looks like show bidding. And then the reaction from her kind of speaks to that as well. So if you wanna lump yourself in with those two, by all means. It doesn't surprise me that you do, because it's kind of the same scenario. It's like I'm a convention superstar. You can't touch me. I can scam whoever I want. Fuck all these people. God damn it. Cleanse this fucking stupid ass influencer nonsense. Fuck them all. You fuck people, I fuck you. I don't fucking care who you are. I don't care how many Instagram hearts you have up your butthole. Fuck yourselves. God damn it. All right. Gather myself here. We got to get through this. We're getting through this. We got more to cover. We got the screenshots that are must have. We got to take a pit stop to enjoy the moment here. Unnecessary hate and threats from his followers came after that. Guys, reminder, do not unnecessary hate or threaten anyone. I mean, if you want to call somebody a scammer, call them a scammer. No, especially no threats for violence. I don't care how bad somebody is. It's Pokemon cards. Do not threaten anyone with violence. Do not threaten anyone in any way. If you want to share the news that they are indeed scammers, by all means. If you want to criticize somebody for their actions, for what they've done to other people, by all means do it. Do not threaten anyone. Although this is probably him just trying to, again, be a victim. Not acceptable. Absolutely not acceptable. It's unacceptable. I'm glad they're still in the community and going stronger than ever. Oh, we were talking about Diego and Pokemon. Okay. I mean, yeah. They easily could have quit because all the hate and threats they received. I personally checked up on them and others when they were receiving hate and told them to just block all the noise and haters. Have a happy Thanksgiving. All right. We got one more here. we got one more. Thank you for all the messages and support. Means a lot. Okay, Italian hand. One supportive voice outweighs 10 roaches chirping. We'll get back to your DMs after this lovely turkey meal. Smiling face with the tongue sticking out. Charizard baller emoji. Holy shit. So I don't know what he means by this. Is this like one person wants to pretend he's not a scammer and 10 people are calling him a scammer? Again, if you want to call somebody a scammer because they scammed someone, by all means, do it. Do not threaten him. Do not threaten anyone else. Not worth it. Not justified in any way. If you do want to warn people, stay away from any individual person that is ripping other people off. I think that's totally fair. Make sure that it's your opinion. Make sure that you back it up. Make sure you link them this video, link them the last video that I put out about it. If you want to make people aware, threatening them is not the way to do so. Fair? Is that fair, guys? Here is the buyer, Liam Yates, the loogie enthusiast / cyclist, and maybe a prime target for someone like Charizard _King 24, because he's probably not totally in tune. He probably doesn't have a lot of contacts, and probably why he's buying from Charizard _King 24. Yes, clearly he's got some extra cash. He likes Lugia. And if he's going to be buying somewhere, maybe he trusts somebody with a pretty decent following, like Charizard _King 24. Boy, was that a mistake? I would say that they both got shafted, both the buyer and the seller on this deal, because we have a little bit of a Charizard _Snake 24 situation. Let's get into the DMs. Here's all of it. Every single receipt that you could ever ask for. I'm sure our boy Charizard _King 24 is going to claim, oh no, it was taken out of context. Well, no, we have every single possible thing you could possibly ask for. And then some. And yes, he is getting the French cowboy accent as always, as does every shady individual on the channel. Wow, what's the price you're after on this? Says Liam. Would you take $5,250? I'm cash ready. So the initial offer from Liam is already higher than the $5,000 that was let on. What a disgusting little snake. Oh my God, that's gross. Yes, he's going to weasel him for more money. Hey, no sorry, one sold 7,500. 5K was set to weed out the low ballers. Have a couple offers already at 5,500 to 5,800. Okay, got you. I'll offer 5,900. We'll keep you posted. Shipped to UK. Okay, thanks, man. I have moving on price too. Been after one of those. I have an address of a friend in the US where I would get it shipped to save on import tax. Out of interest, you're based in California, right? Florida. For payment, is it TransferWise / bank transfer? Ah, okay, cool. Just a few states away then. Aha. I can ship to your US address, don't stress. Okay, I just countered the other guy at 6.5k. Thumbs up emoji. If you can do that, it's yours. He is aware I'll accept whoever goes first. He needs a day to think, he said, but understands. Let me send you pics before you decide on anything first. Bleed and swirl. So this is like common, very common, very, very common. Like no matter what scammer is scamming you, they always try to put the pressure on. They try to make you rush a decision so that you don't have time to think. You have no other option. That other guy needs a day to think, and then he's probably going to buy it, right? Probably not. He's probably making this shit up too. Or otherwise, like, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he be revealing this information? Why wouldn't he be excited to tell his client that he's going to make a bunch of money for him? He's going to make a bunch of extra money on that 5%, which is going to be larger than what it would be if it was something like a 5K, which it never was. Okay, cool. I can do 6.5K. Would PayPal be okay? Perfect, let's do it. And for an amount that large bank transfer, please. I'll send over the info in a sec. Once it clears, I can ship overnight to the address you provide with tracking, of course. I've sent the remaining amount now. Let me know when it appears. Also, I'm not super familiar with US Post. I guess you will just send it tracked and insured next day delivery. Beautiful, thank you. Second payment shows as pending. Will most likely clear on Monday, and I'll send you tracking then. Dog pound emoji. Mega, keep me posted. Hey, money cleared. We'll send you tracking today. Thumbs up emoji. Yo, great stuff. Thanks for the update. This person is home, yeah, for Thanksgiving. I'll be shipping it overnight. I've just asked now. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, I have to drop it off soon. I'm sure it'll be fine. Signature is required, so they'll hold it if no one can sign for it. Yeah, cool. Thank you to everyone spreading the word, and thank you even more to Liam for coming forward with the information. Here it is. Here's the interview. Did a quick sit down. Appreciate his time. Appreciate the fact that he wants to do something honest, even if it means that Charizard_King24 will not like him anymore. That's a bonus in my books. If Charizard_King24 does not like you and you don't have to deal with him, if he blocks you, that is the greatest gift of all, and maybe the best thing that you could ever ask for on Thanksgiving. Be thankful that you don't have to deal with Charizard_King24 anymore. I'm here with Liam Yates, the buyer of the Lugia, here to get his side of the story. I've seen his DMs. You guys have seen his DMs. Can you walk us through, I guess, the transaction, your story? What went on?
Yeah,
Was
sure.
there anything fishy?
Yes, I reached out. I replied to the original story, which had for sale, no offers less than $5K dollars. I reached out saying, will you do 250? That was my first offer. I just said, yeah, I'm ready to buy. And he sort of came back with sort of indicating that was way too low. And he already had offers of, I think it was like 5,600, 5,700, or 5,800 maybe. 5,800, sorry. So it was getting pretty, yeah, that was basically almost 6K anyway, just the initial claims that he had of other offers. So we chatted a bit basically because we hadn't done any business before. So he just wanted to know a few things about me. Obviously, I'm based in the UK, so I was going to have it shipped to a friend of mine in the US to save on import duty and that. So yeah, after we chatted a bit, he came back with he has another buyer who's super keen. It's basically between us two, which I did think was quite soon because obviously, yeah, he only put it up a couple of hours before. But it was basically an ultimatum of I've given both of you, 6.5k. Whoever accepts first, it's yours, kind of thing. So yeah, made out that this other guy was obviously super keen and willing to pay 6k at least. And it was if either of us could buy it for 6,500, then it would be ours. So basically, first person to get back to him. So I thought, sod it, I'll just get the card. And we agreed on that price. I sent him a deposit. That cleared, I think, just the next day. And then I sent the remainder on a Saturday. He said, it should clear Monday. Wait, I'll let you know, kind of thing. Monday came round. It was all good. Went through. He sent the card. My friend received it. It was sent overnight. And it all seemed good. So 6,500 is what I paid for it, and I got the card. But then obviously all of this has now come out, and I just found out yesterday. I chatted to the original owner, let him know what I paid for it, and he obviously got screwed over, and Charles King obviously scammed him significantly, and obviously manipulated the sale for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he essentially stole $1,425 from the owner of the card, and it's wild to me that we mentioned before the call here that or before the recording here that your initial offer was more than he actually paid out on. So not only did he work you for more money on it with what was, I would say, probably fake competition, or he would have been, you would think he'd be telling the owner of the card, like, hey, look what we got. They were in contact the whole time. He was letting on that there was potential buyers and stuff like that. But I will say, thank you very much. I'm sure myself and many others appreciate what you've done by coming forward and by just confirming without a doubt it's no longer him either lying to one person or the other. We now know this is how much it sold for, sold to you, versus him, being maybe a little bit cocky and telling people, hey, I got way more than 5K for it, which is, already in itself looking pretty bad. And the fact that he wouldn't say how much it was. So the bill that you paid was for the Lugia alone, right?
Yeah, the what I paid for was just the Lugia.
Okay, so it was just the $6,500. So he also faked the transaction when asked for a receipt. He sent him a $10,000 transaction. So that's like some other transaction probably that was done.
Really? Okay.
So yeah, he was claiming that 5K of it was for the Lugia and 5K was for some other booster packs. Graded booster packs.
Yeah, all I bought was just the Lugia alone, and he sent it just packaged on its own with one of his cards, like his business cards, and that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, there was no other items I purchased. It was just one small amount I sent first, just to test it went through okay.
Just checking. You didn't accidentally send him 10 grand.
No, I'm pretty
and
sure.
buy some other packs or something.
No,
that's good to know too, because then he was lying about that as well. So like there's so many details here where, like, just start to finish, this guy is just snaking his way through transactions in order to make an extra buck.
Because my initial reply, I think, was probably less than an hour after he put the story up. I'm pretty sure, and it was my initial offer was 5,250. So that would have been, if he was in contact with the owner of the card the whole time, that would have come up pretty sharpish. Basically, I replied almost straight away with an offer which was already more than what he claimed to have sold it for. So he obviously saw that and decided to try and just get grab as much as he could, I guess.
Yeah, some dirty tactics. Not surprised, based on what I've seen or what I've heard about him previously. But it's good to have it's concrete kind of evidence, start to finish. This is what happened. There's not really any way for him to work his way out of this. Like everything's working against him. He's caught in numerous lies. Some, I guess, including the fake competition. I guess he can let on that happened. That there were people actually bidding on it, but then he was hiding it from the seller. So like, there's no winning here for him. But I'm glad that we can put this together as a warning for other people. Be careful who you're doing business with. It's very similar to the Facebook Marketplace kind of stuff, where you'll have sellers who are DMs only, offers and DMs only, and that's their way of manipulating people into thinking that they have competition. It's like a different version, a less official version of like shill bidding. You get competition that's made up, but not sure how that's treated exactly legally or by the justice system. But shill bidding is very illegal, so I'm sure faking sales is, or faking competition is as well. If you get into a certain dollar value, it's getting sketchy.
Yeah, I think obviously, I replied to him very quick, as I mentioned. But even after I sent my first offer of 5,250, he already claimed to have offers of, obviously it's in the screenshots there, but I think it was like 580, 5,800, which is obviously, like ridiculously higher, much higher than obviously what he even paid out in the end. So, he definitely was withholding. If that was true, even which it might probably wasn't, but maybe it wasn't. Yeah, he should have obviously told that to the owner. So the whole thing was just completely playing us all, really.
The whole thing doesn't get even blown up or caught, really, if he just paid out the $5,000 instead of the $4,750 that he kind of said that he was going to get, or was trying to get. Probably his $250 kind of screwed him.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, obviously for him to let it slip that it went well over 5, he must be pretty confident in what he's doing. So therefore, it makes you think. Obviously, someone who's confident is because they've done it a lot before.
It would surprise me if he wasn't doing this before, and this was his first time that he was doing it and got caught. All of a sudden, got caught on it. But I mean, that's the thing. People, they think they're invincible. They'll potentially do it over and over again, and eventually it's going to catch up to them. Like eventually something's going to slip. Someone's going to say something. Someone's going to connect the dots, and that's what we have here. Glad it happened. Thank you very much for speaking out about it. Thanks for coming on. And,
no worries.
And thanks for making the posts and advising the seller about what was going on. Take care.
Yeah. Happy to do so. Catch you later.